So stand by. Starter Neville Sly with the button already. Gates are back, racing now. One Hot Fox dawdled out, missed it by a couple of lengths. Law Major, the York Galloper, the first to get going through the first 100, but headed now quickly by Humanity and It's Dynamite. Cloak and Dagger's going to push up and find himself in the box seat just after the start, and getting back behind them is Foxy Royale, second from last and in front of One Hot Fox. So as they head by the 800 mark and go out to the Charles Street side of the track, and Humanity getting it comfortable in front for Pateman, 3/4 of a length in front of the stablemate. It's Dynamite. Cloak and Dagger third, only a length away. 3/4 of a length off those. Then came Law Major by the 550, and One Hot Fox and Foxy Royale back together near the tail of the field. They come up towards the home corner, and Humanity should have plenty left in the tank as they'd set sail for the judge from It's Dynamite. 1.5. Cloak and Dagger poised right behind them. He waits for the run, and then Law Major followed further back then by Foxy Royale. It's Humanity shaken up at the 200 mark, but the run came quickly for Cloak and Dagger, and here comes Foxy Royale winding up down the outside. One Hot Fox against the rail. Cloak and Dagger's in front from Foxy Royale, and Cloak and Dagger gets the money. Cloak and Dagger beat Foxy Royale. Humanity might have got the bob for third in a photo finish, with on the inside One Hot Fox. It's Dynamite is next, and dropping off those to finish last in the small field, Law Major. Number 2, Cloak and Dagger. The George Grillisitz trained gelding. Alan Kennedy just needed to get off the fence and get into open space to cut the leader Humanity down. Foxy Royale was sweeping around them on the outside. Cloak and Dagger, though, digging in and fighting off Foxy Royale, and 3 Humanity gets the nod for third, just ahead of number 6, One Hot Fox. 2-4-3-6 in 111.39 after the opening race, the statewide oil handicap. And that's Cloak and Dagger's 4th victory now in 24 starts. He's handled the rise in class very effectively this afternoon, in grand form, and again turned out looking a picture today by George Grillisitch. He's a scandal keeper gelding from Lady Mambo, and raced by Mrs. D and G Pratt, also Dudley Preston, Freddie Fairthorne Jr., Todd Bunter, D. R. Starkey and Brett Armstrong, P. Jackson, Robbie Payton, and ZD and Del R. Stewart, and trained by Georgie Grillisitch, ridden by Alan Kennedy. Number 2 home will pay 210 140. Foxy Royale second in a patronised Royal Vixen mare. Brett Matthews, Sean O'Donnell 210, and Humanity third by Al Maher, Peter Fernie, Mitchell Pateman, no third divvy. Margins are 3/4 by 3/4, and they did rattle home in 33.54. The leader got it cheap, and the horse that sat on his toe ball was able to get off the fence and put him away, and then fight off the run of Foxy Royale. Race 2, the Johnny Walker Maiden. We start our walk to the next at 1:49, 1100 metres, with number 8 Bollywood Lass, the one scratching, the only scratching for the meeting, and a field of 7. Let's get back to the yard. Gareth Hall's down there, and he's with the iconic Goldfields trainer Georgie Grillisitch.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Macca. It's a pleasure and an honour to interview this great man. George Grillisitch joins us, and George, boy, you've done a wonderful job with Cloak and Dagger, and he wins again, and the time's good, and he wins on a big day here on Hannan's Day.
Yeah, we get a big thrill, and a lot of thanks got to go to John Stacey, who helps me, and Shane Cole, who rides all the horse work, and to Alan, of course, for a good ride, and Danny Martin, I thank him for sending the horse up.
And George, was that the plan today, maybe to take cover and just wait for that gap?
I think he's a better chaser than anything, Gareth, and so I was hoping there'd be something in front of him, and something for him to chase.
And you seem to enjoy racing here on the Goldfields?
Oh, we mollycoddle them a fair bit. We live just over there, and they get the perfect treatment.
There's not a carnival around that you don't train a few winners, George, anyway.
Oh, you reckon? No, only Kalgoorlie.
All right, mate, well done.
Thanks, Gareth.
There's George Grillisitch there, and Royce Newton's catching up with Alan Kennedy. Alan Kennedy will go and weigh in there, and then Royce can catch up with Alan after he weighs in. Mr. Brad Lewis, great to see the chairman of stewards here. The boss has turned up at Kalgoorlie today for such a big day. He's one of our better riders, Alan Kennedy, and he's riding in great form, and that was a gem, Royce, to kick off proceedings on Hannan's Day.
Yeah, thanks, Gareth, and a great way to start off the day. Alan, congratulations on the win. When the split come, the horse had plenty to give.
Yeah, he kicked pretty strong once he got a bit of room to run in. It was good.
Just tell us the instinct there to run those leaders down. It's there in that horse. He looks a very handy type for Kalgoorlie, and he looks like he'd probably make it in open company locally here as well.
I think so. He jumps, he put himself on the money. As soon as you want to go, he goes. He's there for you, so makes my job pretty easy.
Yeah, absolutely. While we've got you, we'll just take the opportunity to ask the Celt his chances going into today.
The horse is going well. He's been a bit unlucky his last couple of starts. I expect him to be right there.
Well, you've got the day off to a great start. Congratulations on the win and best of luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Gareth?
there's Alan Kennedy with